Hello, everyone. This is Hollywood Junket. My name is Craig Ries, and I am so very excited today because I'm getting joined by You Can Dance alum, past contestant, all-star judge, and just one of the faces, I will say it, of this very long series going up on season 18 now. It is Comfort Fedoke. Thank you so much.
Whoop, whoop.
I,
Hi.
I was watching you in season 4, so this is very very exciting, and I can't wait. How are you doing? Thank you for joining us.
Oh, thank you for having me. I'm doing amazing. I'm doing great. I'm just super honored and excited to be back with the show full circle and in this type of way. So it's really exciting.
Very cool. Well, I definitely have a few questions for you. I'm going to jump right in. But what
Shoot.
is exciting is just on X/Twitter today, they released about a 5-minute kind of preview of next season. And you were there as an audition judge, so you were in this clip as well. And actually, I was going to start off my interview with talking about how they brought in Allison Holker and if there is going to be any way of remembering Twitch, Stephen Boss in the show, but in this preview they did. So can you kind of speak on that, how important it was for the show to come back and also remember him, and just your thoughts on all of that, please?
Um, Honestly, that's my brother. And it was very important. I think it was imperative that you can't go through the show without mentioning him.
Mhm.
I couldn't go through the show without even crying in this space because he was in the same position just last season. I get obviously teared up just talking about it, but out of joy and love because I'm remembering him from such a loving space, and that's where it's important to remember him from that in that space as well. And so he's done incredible for this show. Honestly, he's the biggest name that came off of this show. Honestly, the show just should be absolutely just thrilled and honored to have had such a beautiful spirit on this show and vouch for the show. And he loves the show so much, and so it was very important to speak on him. And I think all contestants even they came in and had to like speak upon that, as
Mhm.
well. So I think there's going to be some like really heartfelt clips and connections that are going to connect those two things. And of course, it's very hard to, you know, have that conversation because it turns into a very real moment. These
Mhm.
moments are something that you can't fake, and it's also something that you can't not talk about. And yeah, I'm just really thankful to have been able to be in this position to say that let's make sure we still lift his name up in a very high regard while being on the show, and say that, hey bro, we're doing it, we
Yeah.
here,
Yeah.
we're here for you, the family as well, like with the family as well, his brothers, his mother, and just being able to honor them as well as we honor Stephen, because
Yeah.
of course without them we won't have Stephen, right? So it was.
Correct. And Comfort, thank you so much for letting me start it off this way, but I just felt it was right to start off
Yes,
talking
thank
about
you.
Twitch and all that. So
You.
we'll go a little lighter now, but really, I really appreciate your honest response, and I love you for that, and thank you very
Of
much for that.
course.
I've obviously done our research, and it looks like the show has gone through kind of a format change. I even saw
Yeah.
one article that talked about it's almost like a documentary/reality show. So please, whatever information you have about that, tell us what are we expecting?
Drama.
Yeah, good drama, good.
So if you were looking for drama, this is the season for. No, I was kidding.
Yeah.
It's kind of. I mean, you never know. But it's so yeah, the format is definitely different because what I love about it is that it's going to be based upon what it truly is to be a dance artist. Like I say that highly because we watch the show and you think, oh, they get these routines and they get to like dance and with their partner and they're gonna be on this one set, and you wonder where they're at next, like after the show. What did they do? Are they working? Are they doing this stuff? And so the show is based on that. It's based on not only just are you a good dancer, but are you someone who can work in the career? Can you have a career as it? Can we hire you for a music video? Can we hire you for a Broadway? Can we hire you for the halftime show? Can we hire you for this film that's coming out? Like, are you the perfect person to be on my side so that I can rely on? And so it really breaks in the process of what it is to be a working dancer. and someone who is consistent in working. And so with the docu style, you see the reality. You get to actually see what happens when they go home. Because like
Yeah.
we had all of those things, right? We all had to live together. When I was a contestant on the show, we all had to live together. But imagine us with cameras.
Yeah. No.
I don't know what that would look like. Hey. so we get to see. So I think the viewers then get to see like how, like, what are their daily routines, like how do they prepare for challenges, which in our world would be, you know, auditions. How are you are you partying up all night and then waking up late? Like what is your, like, are the group is the group actually like a great morale and everyone is boosting each other up and preparing themselves for the audition or for the challenges? Or are there rivalries? Are there jealousies? Are there feuds? Like, how is that going to affect their challenges the next morning? Like, and you know, it's like it's showing that, as well as showing the choreographers get to actually do hand-on work that they actually do in the industry. They actually work in the industry as choreographers for music videos. So you get to actually see and be behind, like, you know, video village is what we call it, like, and see what it looks like to be the director and choreographer looking at the screen and watching their dancers and being like, they don't got it, or
Yeah.
they're not looking at the camera, or they're not doing it, or you know what I mean? Like really being a test to what it truly is to be a working dancer. And that is going to tell the difference between who makes it and who doesn't. And that's like the true test of a dancer.
Yeah, I mean, I just think this is an outstanding idea. I mean, I know a lot of people don't realize like the audition world. Like you will go and you'll learn a dance and then you just have to forget it because you might have another audition the next day or even that afternoon, like, and I think
Or
if
you
it
the
gives a glimpse
choreography,
to
yeah.
that,
Yeah, or like the choreography given is not the choreography that once you get up there, they'll be like, oh, actually, we're gonna add a few 8 counts. And
yeah,
you're like,
yeah.
what do you mean you're gonna add a few 8 counts? You gotta be like, yep, yeah, great, ready. you
Do
gotta,
you do
you
you
gotta roll
remember
with the
that?
punches.
Do you remember that J-Lo MTV show called Dance Life? It literally
Yes, I
came out.
do.
Yeah, it's giving me that
It's
vibe,
that.
you
It's like
know?
I
Like
think it's like a little bit of that, because I was like, that was a mixture of like the reality. You followed one dancer, you followed a few of them.
yes.
I can't remember quite, but like you followed
It
a
was
few of
3
them.
guys and 3 girls, and yeah, you just
Yeah, and you like
yeah,
you kind of saw it's pretty much that. It's like
I
that with
love
the
it.
So You Think flair to it though. Like you
Mhm,
still have the brand of So You Think, so you still
mhm,
have the more the whatever, you still have that that makes So You Think, but everything else is a very new attest to what it is to be a working dancer. And I think a lot of people and viewers need to see that, because I think the different respect is going to be put on their on dancers name, because
yeah,
dance is so huge right now on all platforms, right? Like artists are blowing up because their dancers made a TikTok video or whatever the case may be. So dance is needs to be placed on a platform of respect. And I think when viewers and people who are non-dancers can see that, they can be like, oh, it takes more than just that to make that music video. It takes more
right,
than that to
this
make
is
that.
gonna open a lot of eyes. I'm very excited about
Uh,
this.
I hope so.
Uh, y'all shot in Atlanta, which obviously is new
Yeah.
because I'm pretty sure it's always been in LA, at least
Always.
not the auditions, but the actual show. How was it shooting there? I mean, was all the talent from Atlanta, and, like, how were they, or
No, I don't think all the talent from Atlanta. I think it was like a pool. I feel like it was still the same idea where, you know, if everything was in LA, most people weren't all from LA, you know what I
Mhm,
mean? So it's like, I think it's that same idea. It's just a new location, and we get to now see maybe a different region of people that
yeah.
got in differently, yeah, that you wouldn't see in Los Angeles.
But hasn't Atlanta always had, like, a great dance
Atlanta's
scene?
dance scene
Yeah,
has
yeah, like
always been popping, has always
yes.
like anything, honestly, I'm just trying to anything, honestly, the South, like we're talking about like New Orleans, Georgia, Texas,
Mhm,
like anywhere down in those regions are really the reason for a lot of these trends. A lot of people
yeah,
don't know that these trends and these music videos and things that are from those particular cities and those particular areas actually. So it's just now that everyone knows, and because it's gotten popular, it's became this thing like Atlanta. But it's
yeah,
always been a city of Atlanta's always been that city
yeah,
of incredible roster of dances. So I think we get to see a few of them, but along with, you know, different pools of different areas again.
yeah,
I
good.
would have loved to see more people, honestly, from
Mm,
Atlanta. Yeah,
maybe next year. Let's
maybe
hope.
next year.
Yeah. This might get me in trouble, so obviously please answer with caution. Can you give me any hints to any special judges that we will see, or any guest judges that we'll see this season?
Absolutely not.
Yeah,
But I
I
will
had to
say,
try.
oh, I know, as you should.
Yeah.
But I mean, but I will say that the people that will come in are judges that really know what it is to work in the industry. Or like, I mean, like I think when it comes down to judges, I think the judges are who the judges are. So who we have, what you see is going to be who is going to be, but I think we're going to have very special guests that's going to come in,
Mhm.
especially choreographers who have worked in the industry that's given me jobs that I've been able to stay with for years, and icons that are like iconic choreographers that I can be like, they know what they're talking about. They are in the industry for 20 plus decades, and they work constantly, and they will consistently keep you working if you're someone who they are able to work with. So
Yeah.
are you adaptable? Are you
Yeah.
this? So it's like they are actually going to be able to be around people who are immediately going to probably be like, hey, I'm gonna hire you as soon as you get off of this thing. Come work with me on
Yeah.
this job that I'm already working on. So this is going to be a lucky bunch that gets to really work with some people hands on, along with bringing some choreographers from the past. But I think they're going to bring some new. There're going to be some new faces that people should really know, because a lot of people don't know that some choreographers are the reason for a lot of these artists. At
Mhm.
this point, like I feel like a lot of choreographers, a lot of us are ghostwriters for artists. It's like I would like to call them, because
Yeah.
you wouldn't even know that they were the reason for these popular music videos. Like not all of the artists create the choreography. They hire the choreographer
Yeah.
to build on them, right? So it's like we really get to see the respect that the name that needs to be given to
Yeah.
some of these choreographers, which I'm excited that are going to come on.
Awesome. Comfort, last question. I will let you go. I really, really appreciate your time and your answers today.
Yeah.
You've always got those fans that have always kind of said stuff like, we want less backstory and more dance. And I don't know, we'll see what the new this new format features, but for us and the fans and all that, we're gonna see a lot of dance still, right? It's not gonna
Yes.
be
Oh
okay.
no, we're
Yeah,
gonna see. We're gonna still see a lot of dancing. What you're
yeah.
gonna see too is gonna see a lot of different type of energies too that are gonna bring something different within their dance to it as well. Not only just about their stories, but it's about how they tell their story through their dance, and you
Mm,
can really see it like exude out of them, and then you see them transform. And then what's gonna make it more exciting is that you get to see them transform during these different challenges where it's like, are they, just because they're an incredible contemporary dancer, can they be in a music video?
right.
Can they do this? Can they be on the halftime show? Would they audition for a halftime show? Would they get that job? Like, you get to now press them in all of these challenges. So yes, there's going to be a lot of dance, but there's going to be a lot of sadness maybe, because who you're rooting for might not be able to cut it with some of these challenges that auditions will throw at you.
Yeah, I said it. I think this could be very eye-opening for all
Yeah,
these dance fans that don't know what it's like
yeah,
behind the scenes,
yeah.
like this is
Yeah,
cool.
it's true. Yay! I'm excited. I'm excited when you're excited. You're excited.
Yeah,
I'm excited. I'm like,
I'm
we're
excited.
good.
Well, Comfort, thank you again so much for all your great answers and your time.
Of course, thank you
You
for
were
having
very
me.
cool and very sweet, just like I saw you 14 seasons ago. So this was very nice, just to one-on-one it, and I really appreciate it.
Oh, thank you for having me. It means a lot.
You're welcome. My pleasure.
All right.
Guys, So You Think You Dance Season 18 premieres on Monday, March 4th. You've got to check it out. You're going to see Comfort right away on the show, and we look forward to that. But again, my name's Craig Ries. This is Hollywood Junket. Please like and subscribe, and we'll see you later. Have a good weekend, Comfort. Love you.
Thank you. You too. Bye.